'Twas a Markey family Christmas in the town of Waxhaw. The whole family was gathered, minus one bummer-in-law. The white claws were a-flowing, and laughs filled the air, as did a thick fog of gas from those Markey derrieres. But back in Wisconsin, a different vibe altogether. There were no drinks and no farts. Well, there were farts, but much wetter. And no one to laugh at those farts. Gone were his girls. Left with the dog who can't hear but can smell. The worst of both worlds. Sitting with his thoughts and his little round belly that jiggled when he cried like a bowl full of jelly. He thought of his wife and his daughter and their family's fun, and his lonesome days ahead and the chores not yet begun. It was then that it struck him. Things aren't as bad as they appear. Christmas is a time to be happy. I must bring myself cheer. I'll think of my friends, he said to himself. What makes them so special? I think that would help. So he thought of his friend Betty, his number one daughter, and how often she falls and how often he's caught her. And his friend Ryan, who always seems to be tired. Just let him sleep past noon, and he's a very good squire. He thought of his friend Allison, who's one heck of a wife, her prowess in the kitchen, her skill with a knife. And his friend Kevin, who's a woodworking pro, and the beard on his chin that is white as the snow. He thought of his friend Kathy. They share a love of true crime. She's sassy but loving and one of a kind. And his friend Shawnee, what a sweet and caring chap, so long as you never, ever wake him up from a nap. He thought of his friend Villani, who's simply a star, whether sealing the net or shredding some gnar. And his friend Thomas, whose music's the bomb. Picture this, a sea of fans chanting, "Party Tom." He thought of his friend Patrick with the impeccable flow. Adventure awaits, oh the places he'll go. And his new friend who he hasn't yet met, who will be the coolest child he's willing to bet. Now that those warm thoughts were out in the ether, his mood had improved and his mind was much clearer. He felt the need to exclaim from his bed tucked in tight, "Happy Christmas, Markeys, and to the Markeys, a good night."